the lesson 11 is on presentation graphics. So we have the objectives, so the following objectives. We should be able to know the definition of a presentation software or a PowerPoint presentation. Explain the advantages of using visuals and presenting the information or data to your audience. Describe the guidelines for effective presentations and also how to create a presentation and also working in other features na sa inyong mga PowerPoint. But kung sa WPS naman, di may similar man sila nga features, expect nyo lang galing medyo iban lain ngalan or iban wala. Also, in inserting new slides, having the slide layouts, no, appropriate slide layouts, applying a theme. Kamo man isa man importante. So, if depending on what topic you are discussing, pwede ka na apply a theme that is appropriate kag ideal sa mga nga kind of topic nga you're discussing. Also, pwede man na sa inyo mga assignment kung if ever may mga reporting makamong obron sa iba nyo nga subject. Then you should also know what theme you would add and design for that particular topic. So, adding chart and tip art also, mamalanda man na diri. Adding transitions and animations, and also having a printed layout version nga i-print ta siya and handouts. Amo na for example sa mga later nyo na nga mga obra, kung example mag-propose ka mahatag mo sa mga thesis proposals nyo, ang PowerPoint presentation nyo usually print out nyo na by per slide, or you can have it as summary na lang sa inyong topic. Kung example medyo lawi siyang report, so you'd go with the handouts and have your clients or inyong teachers nga mabalaan ang flow sang imong presentation kag inyong topic as you present it sa sa panel, for example. So many we will be also be getting to know how to do this sa inyong PowerPoint software. So for your vocabulary, we have this batch of terms, mga usual naman napon makita no, kung mga familiar mo sa online, mga animation, multimedia, but also the view of the panel in PowerPoint, which also has similarities sa aton nga Microsoft Word or sa Excel sheet nga ginagamit naton. We have normal view, mga outline tabs, placeholders, mga notes pane for your notes, presentation software, slide layout, mga slideshow view, mga manido print preview ni kumbaga, slide sorter view, slides tab, theme, transitions, and by definition, how you define a presentation software, it is used to organize and present information in the form of a slideshow. So note, kung mga malka presentation software, ang forms niya is naka-slideshow with siya. So if it's not just a slideshow, that will not be considered as a presentation software. So presentation software provides options for generating speaker notes and handouts. At the same time, equipment required for presentation include a projector, usually natin visual projector, no, or sa eskwelahan dati overhead projectors. Kung mag-lecture inyo mga teacher yung like what we are doing today, mga example na ton, this is an online screen version of a projector and a computer to process that a file or presentation. So the presentation software is a form of multimedia because it enables to combine multiple types of media in a single slideshow or single slide or slideshow. It means that not only nga text lang yung butang ta, we can also add graphics, videos, and music and other related forms of media. Hence, it is called as a multimedia kind of platform in introducing to your what information or data that you would want to present. So, for the effective presentation guidelines, you should need to outline first before creating the basic guide sa atong presentation. No, may outline ita anay on how the flow of your information will be presented. So plan and outline na magiging importante the message that you want to communicate. So for example, if you're going with topic nyo sa mechanical engineering, no, or isa ka specific nyo ka topic, you should scan through and create this outline so of information, starting with the introduction. Usually mo malang na introduction, the main topic, second main topic, third topic, so on and so forth, up to the conclusion kung ano pa itong ending or in the summary nga ibutang nyo sa outline sa inyong mga presentation. So these guidelines, suggestions nila is keep it simple. Keep the text simple. Kay you would expect that usually your audience are abo na kung term na to is layman's term, kay not all your audience are mechanical engineers or engineering aligned or mathematicians or something nga amo na. So you should keep the text simple and easily understandable as possible, and use no more than 50 words per slide. So you would not clump up the text. So kaya sa akong nga setup sini, you would usually expect nga hindi mani applicable ang ginaobra ko ni subong nga sa inyo, because I usually have this wall of text kumbaga. But since we are discussing by topics and by notes, example sa mo ni it's a list, so per list ga discuss kita sa aton highlights, so it is also applicable. But they're suggesting that at least not going beyond 50 words per slide, and also cover just one topic per slide. Kung if not possible, then you can just divide it into subtopics and put the next subtopic sa next na mga slide. Then add clip art or images sparingly or only when appropriate. Not nga pag gusto ka na nabutang, maski unnecessary nga butangan mo sa clip art or image nga makabulig tani nga patsindi sa inyong audience ang intending na gano pa kamo masala pa mo audience, because he or she might be distracted with the clip art or image nga butang mo. So it would not go with the point nga kung ano yung gusto nga pa-deliver siya nga message will not be successful because of the disruption caused by that unnecessary clip art or image. So next, in creating a presentation, should need to have these tabs. Slides tab, makita mo na sa left side. Outline tab sa outline format sa slide text na mayara manadira, usually dira sa left side man gyapon o iban sa right, depending sa setup sa imong mga screen. Then you also have the notes pane where you use to enter notes and details that the presenter can refer to during the presentation, and also placeholders. So these placeholders are boxes with dotted borders that are residing within a slide layout and often used for content. Makita man ni karon or by experience yung makita man na siyang dotted box, dotted na sa box ng border amo na sa inyong placeholder. It will basically give you the idea kung ano nakadako ang area sinaang or nung dako ang text size sa isa ka specific nga parts ng imong slide layout. So we will demo it later. So next, the options for creating a new presentation. We have the blank presentation usually sa aton, but kung mag-open ka sang new presentation sa sa software sa PowerPoint or sa WPS nga slides, may mga themes na sila ngayon na suggest. Magawa ng theme suggestion by keyword or kung ano nga theme ang include mo. So the formatting choice for the theme includes the theme colors, fonts, and effects. And also it also included man ng slideshow, ang slide presentation, ang layout niya, kung paano siya ang effects ng slides. So for an existing presentation, pwede ka gamit sina from a previously completed presentation as a starting point for a new presentation, or from templates naman. A pre-designed set of slide layouts, which means that kung si theme niya usually isang naka-page ang i-implement niya, starting from blank na siya nga from slide number 1 get. Si templates naman, they have a predefined set, which means not only the title bar, the outline, the main content, the media gallery content, the summary, the ending part. Amo na tanan, they are preliminary designed and added to that particular template nga pilion mo. So what you will just do after that is butang mo na lang sa content mo nga gusto. You would adjust some text or headlines mo, butang mo sa mga headers dira and images nga custom man sa imong report. Then you are good to go naman dayon. So by By suggestion, although iban nga kung magtinamad ka or gusto mo na may template nga daan, you would go with the template design o pre-designed setup. Pero kung gusto mo nga ikaw mismo maka-edit at your own liking and customization, then you just use themes and then format it, the colors, the text, fonts, the styles, etc. according to your liking. Now for the setup, so a theme is a designed set of fonts, colors, lines, again, fill effects, and formatting. Applied to give the presentation a professional finished look. So, maning kung ma-open nga mo diri sa Windows ng PowerPoint nga makita mo nang diri sa babaw, using the home insert, the theme, image na ta, or not sure diri. Isa ka tab, third tab naton from the home, no? Amo ni mga theme groups nga pwede na mapili para ma-implement ang theme. Although ang muna yung drawback kung ano siya, kung sa PowerPoint lang and you're not using the the licensed version. Kaya usually yung mga themes nga ginatag nila are all available, but basically virtually available siya, but you would just need to download it from the MS Word's website. So in the setup naman sang sa mga semi-free softwares like WPS, they also can get themes, predefined themes from mga popular nga freelancing websites that offers free theme downloads. So you just do is just go to that site, check the theme that you want according to your keyword yung gamit mo, whether it's like a business type or computerized or futuristic or old school gothic design. So mo nang ibutang mo, and then you'll choose the right template nga gusto mo gamiton sa blog, sa mga PowerPoint, and then i-download mo lang siya, and then you'll just kumbaga embed it to your list of themes nga available sa mga WPS. Doon mo na it is just more like a add-on install or a back-end nga ginabutang mo sa mga theme. Now going through the setup, may up and down arrows kita di para makita mong predefined sa mga theme, sa mga colors you already. Amo man sa more button, and then point to one of the themes to display para ma-design siya diri. Once you click na pag-select mo, magawa na siya dayon diri. So you understand nga ano yung tsura sang theme nga ni sa kung preview mo siya, kung try mo siya ma-add text, etc. So this is an example of your placeholder. Amo na yung mga line yun sa edit. If kung mag-zoom ka diri, makita mo na siya nga doga dotted border na siya, dashed border. So this is a definite example of your placeholder sa within the layout sa inyong theme. So it is like also having a preview of a presentation theme by having this slide added to this particular area and location in your MS Office or MS PowerPoint setup. So working in different views, the usual view is the normal, and we also have slide sorter and slideshow. In the slide sorter view, the slides are displayed in thumbnails, and in the order of slides can be easily changed according to the flow nga gusto mo. Like, i-add mo siya, for example, first part, isa iluhon mo to sa piyak. Yun, you just drag that target slide up to that location, kag i-unclick mo na dayon. Okay lang, may nagsulod naman. Mr. Erickson. Ano buhay na? Okay. So, slide sorter view and then slideshow view. So, in the slideshow view naman, the presentation is shown as an electronic slideshow where each slide fills the screen. Amo na siya kung amo na ning iyang finished nga output in product after having the design set up, no? Ibuta mo na din to. And then you will do the slideshow view to see how each slide goes with in sort of an electronic slideshow, para mabalaan mo kung anong flow sa yung mga topics, kung anong mga sala pa gito, or maybe you can list out some spellings or names nga nagsala sa within the presentation. So the slideshow view is a good method to get it nga maka-preview sila. So basically it's normal view, slide sorter view, and then slideshow view. So in the start new slides, usually you click on the new slide button in the home tab, or you can use file new slide, meron ng option. So the theme selected for the presentation is automatically applied to the new slide. So take note, theme is once it is selected, for each new slide nga gina-add mo sa inyong presentation, it will become also the same with the theme nga gin-select mo sa as you start sa pag-ubra sa inyong PowerPoint. Now for entering text on slides, you can enter text by sliding the outline pane or entering directly through the placeholders, or kung you can add insert content or insert text box naman na siyang option where you can also add sort of a text or small group of text, or maybe even header for your slide. So for the slide layout, refers to the way that the text and other objects are arranged on the slide. Makita nyo na as for each slide, no, kung kumbaga may araman sila nga version nga may specific location na inyong mga layout. For example, there are placeholders already for text, tiles, pictures, and tables and charts. So what you'll just need to do is to butangan nyo lang sang insert or ang text. Kung sa text naman, you just double click to edit and then paste the text or write out the text nga gusto mo. For pictures naman, you would just need to click on the picture file from the file manager and then add it to the placeholder that is specified for the picture. Also, an clip art for presentation adds the visual appeal and makes the presentation look professional. Though you would also be wary of what kind of clip art sinubutang yung presentation. So kung sa mga formal nga setup, makita baka mo choose mo ka mo sang image nga nga formal man and appropriate man sa buong topic. Sige lang. Sino yung sa recording makaroon. Okay, next. Adding clip art representation. After an object is added to slide, you can also manipulate and edit the object by changing the size. Makita nyo na, you can drag and drop, changing the size, change the image. You can also add some font style and effects to the file, to that particular title or subtitle, etc. So when selected, 8 small squares called the sizing handles are displayed on the border of the object. So you can use this sizing handles to resize an object. Ang border nga mag-select mo na, no? Ma-notice yun na kung mas mag-practice mo. Pag-select nyo sang end part or edge ng isa ka placeholder, it will change to a sizing handle. So muna na yun umbrahon mo. Muna na yun, pwede mo siya madrag, islamong size. And also, you can use copy, paste, and delete, or moving those objects into another part of the slide or the slideshow. And then, clip art, so this adds the visual appeal, no? So copy paste. Also, the same as clip art, pwede mo copy paste if you'd want the same clip art to appear, no, sa inyong isa ka slide nyo. So ang gawa na usually is kung ang theme nyo sa isa ka slide, asang below yung guide ng slideshow is having a particular image, no, so it's slide. So usually you would just copy paste it. Kaya once mag-copy nyo from the same location niya, it will just appear at the same location man sa new slide. So amo na nga hapos lang kung once ma-develop nyo na isa ka theme, example amo na yung atong theme sini amo na object with square ka mo nga design, you can just basically copy paste it to the next part of the page of your slideshow for the same theme implementation. Okay, for adding chart naman, may chart nga symbol diri, insert chart. It helps the audience analyze and assess numerical information. You would not particularly mabutang mo sa isa lang ka table with lots of numbers with no text or other data to describe it. So mga tao, once makita nila usually mabasa sila ano yung data ni. Wala mas example baka may label sina. They will usually took the time to understand what the numbers those numbers are. So usually the resort that you would do is to create a chart and put out the best data nga pwede ba audience can analyze and assess and other information yung needed niya. Kamo na tsura niya sa inyong MS PowerPoint nga setup. Okay, for transition, naman ang bago ko ginang special visual and sound effects. Those are called transitions for your slides. That leads the audience from one slide to the next. It's called transitions, and you can assign a different transition for each slide or the same transition for all the slides in the presentation. So adding animation, the same animation object by clicking on it with then choose the animation under the animation tab. A variety of animation effects that add movement to object selected, and also to the below gamang slideshow pwede man specific object or the whole slideshow would apply the same animation effect. So apply the animation effect to one slide or all slides, but or also option to certain object on the slide. So sa king spelling, may spelling tool naman tayo. Usually ang aton sa browser, when you open the particular document, isa may part man na makita rin ng spelling isala by highlighting it in red, the red underline. And for printing, ang mga option natin ang bago na we have the option to print out using the slides, an outline or notes, although in color, grayscale or black and white. Pero sila grayscale gining nandan nga ano naman unless those colors nga kin-present nila are important the part of the data you would just change the date table into a specific data assigned in the colors nga para sa iya. Also, you can also print them in specific slides, notes pages, and outline pages, and presentation can be printed in the form handouts by selecting 1 or 3 up to 9 slides on the page. Mga baka 9 slides. 9 visual slideshow slides are added nga 9 copies. So, for the sake of having a handout, medyo hindi yun applicable kaya na sila yung tao hindi nakita ang text or image kinabutang mo in a 9 slides on only a single page. So, sa mga PowerPoint at sa mga long or short pages, you just usually add at least 2. Add at least 2 to your printing. Okay. Alam ko ano tubig. Okay, back. For viewing naman, slideshow tab, start slideshow group, and selecting from the beginning or clicking through the slides one by one as they advance to the show. Pero sa akon, can click this for the next. Pero ang back yan is I will use the back arrow sa aton nga keyboard. Under the viewing function. So, when you whole slideshow tab, naka full screen siya. Kag, when you go to the next tab, we just click at any of the slides in the surface. So, you can also turn from review slide by right-clicking to display shortcut menu. And also to write on slides, like click on the slide to display the pointer options. May today. May navigation naton. You can also use modifier or sa screen naman, wide screen, pointer options. Mga pointer options pwede man eh. Speaker notes are also accessible here, pero depende na sa setup sa yung mga PowerPoint slideshow kung pwede ka set up with presentation, with speaker notes, or ang magawa lang sa audience mo is your front end sa yung mga visual slideshow display. And the speaker notes are gatago sa likod. Only on the speaker can see this setup. You will also use this later on. Mag-report ka mo. May not also not looking on the slides but just checking on the speaker notes for your guide in explaining your slideshow. Okay, back to the for to right amo to. And you can also erase the text using you can erase or optional. Just another of the options on the right click of the slides. So delivering the presentation, practices naton. Planning your presentation mo itong kaginang first gid before you write out the first slide is may outline kagid na overall sa imong outlines ang topic mo, and then prepare a memorable opening and closing. Usually you add videos or a particular situation kung mga case study labi, for example may mga example lang mo i-present dira as part of the thesis or study discussion, and also outline the main points. Usually you would have kung lawig ang mga presentation nyo, kung nalabot be at least 20 no, or 30, 40 paragraph, slides, you would need to outline or have sa starting pa lang list or table of contents, kumaga table of contents niya gawa, list, butang ka sa main topic, sino ang next na topic, anong unod niya, ano next, etc. So on and so forth up to the end part kung mag-summarize ka na or muna. So outlining the main points and having the talking speed mo at the right pace. So kung sa kaguro hindi ko ba na master kay may times nga gadasig ko mga hambal, may times nga mga hinay and gapos ako. So for best practice na to na mo ginatani, talking in the right speed and presenting in a way to involve the audience by asking questions, no? Mo ginatani yung gusto ko sa inyo. Galing lang kayo medyo hindi ako sure nung lesson, medyo may side nga hindi lang ka mo ka-present nga do, ano no. Kaya like kung sa mga parehong balon tabi nga face-to-face nga mga reporting, so may chance nga yung pwede kita ka pamangkot kay ara sila sa tuba kung physical, so hindi mo sila mahuya. Unlike kung isa kung online, medyo may pagkaalangan man, hindi mo man mapilit ang tao or yung audience nga para participate or maghatag sa iyong inputs. Also talking questions in the end abogin naton by having presentation. Baka na yun sa audience mo, I'm now ready to answer your questions. So, actually, or isa ba kung sa mga debate, I am now ready for interpolation sa mga courts na galing niya. So the same man na concept by having questions entertained from your audience at the end part of your presentation. So to summarize, use presentation software to illustrate a sequence of ideas in slideshow format. And this is for on-screen shows, self-running presentations, online meetings, presentation broadcasting. Also online, para sa mga nabalatan may presentation, overhead transparencies, and audience handouts and PDF documents. Some more popular presentation programs also are PowerPoint, Corel, Corel, OpenOffice subong, or ang bago subong na ton is ang WPS nga PowerPoint. And sure kung same na sila brand ito yung brand sa Microsoft. So some general presentation rules to keep its slides content simple, using the words and phrases and don't clutter, use art and images appropriately, and presentation programs come with a collection of professionally designed templates, and the addition of clip art, transitions, and animations can make your presentation more entertaining and appealing to your audience. So the technique to help you to give a better presentation include the planning, preparing, outlining, and taking about it level, rate, or following the cues from the audience. Kung isa may time ma-respond sila to a certain topic or part during the presentation, so you can just know how to follow that cue, and leaving time for questions. Also, it's an important part of this setup. So that's a wrap for this topic on presentation graphics. Any questions or clarifications on that one? On how you